Hi, it's Hollowaster Akira, and we're back with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, we are still doing the Through the Ashes DLC, and right now we are trying to escape the graveyard that we found ourselves in after getting out of the tunnels underneath Kenabres. So, let's go ahead and come back up the stairs. Actually, I wanted to talk to people first. So, Brodie... Sir, you see, well, thing is, Brodie is mumbling, avoiding your gaze. Finally, with a heavy sigh, he summons up his courage. Back in the day, before the whole disaster, I chased off all them grave-robbing types with these two hands. But now, my charges here don't need nothing no more. But their belongings might save us. Let me tell you about a few spots with some good pickings. I'll dig them up myself if you like. It's all the same now. I'll say, go ahead then. Tell me what there is to find around here and where it is. Well, there's one rich grave nearby, right near the entrance. There's another a bit farther away between two crypts. They buried some rich merchant there. He had a ring on his finger, so sparkly, I nearly went blind, I did. And well, there's one more in the alley where Pharasma's servants sleep. May the Grey Lady forgive me. It's just before the chapel. There's a stone angel next to it. That about does it, I think. I'm just gonna say thanks for the suggestion. Don't take me for a thief or some sort of grave robber. It's just, well, you know, at a time like this, his mumbling becomes completely incoherent as he turns away in shame. So, we've got a bunch of options, but we're not going to do those right now. We're just going to say I have to go. I just wanted to check on them. Langrat says, the world has gone mad. People are being murdered in the theater. The dead are preying upon the living in the graveyard. When will this nightmare end? And then we're just going to go again. Inai, hands on hips, is glaring at you with displeasure. I swear, another few hours in this damp and I'll turn into a toadstool. Can you brew a potion of restoration? I can. It's not like it's hard to do, except you don't brew it out of thin air. In case you don't know, bring me some rainbow quartz and a bezor, and I'll get you your potion. Okay. She's funny. I would also be very displeased in this situation, so she's very valid for that. So let's look at our map. Maybe. So we're gonna try and come around this way. So there's a sorcerer like right here, and we're gonna try and sneak around to topple a statue on him because I accidentally I accidentally triggered his combat and it went poorly. As you would suspect, he summoned like 3 or 4 things like right off the bat. So let's come over here. So we already cleared this cart last time and fought these cultists. That's why we're able to, or bandits, I think. That's why we're able to come this way.
Is that a trap?
Whoop. Let's have Recart go around and disarm this trap.
It's done.
So, oh, we found the crypt with this flower on it. So let's go in.
This will be quick. I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm gonna try this again. It's you or me.
Okay, we're gonna try that again. So, quick save. Talk to Langrat. We're gonna say, I found a crypt with a stone rose on it. Come, it's time to fulfill your vow. Langrat pales. I know, you don't have to trouble yourself. Honestly, all those monsters, the shambling corpses, I appreciate your concern, but really, it's best we forget about this. So we'll try a diplomacy check. Okay, and we succeeded this time. Right. He clenches his fist, trying to stop the shivers. The rose of the borderland wasn't scared, so I shouldn't be either. I made a promise, and so I will come. Ooh, and it takes us right there. That's nice. Rose of the borderland, you left us so soon, but your music lives on and continues to inspire us. Accept this melody as a tribute to your memory. Cute. Thank you for helping me fulfill my vow. I guess it was a little reckless, but it meant a lot to me. Reckless? It was downright moronic. I don't know why we all agreed to it. Well, I, for one, think it was wonderful. The music was so beautiful, I even teared up. And you know, when there's smoke and fire and all sorts of horrors prowling around, it's nice to stop for a moment and listen to some music. We all needed it to keep us sane. Okay, so I think Landgrass just gonna go back to there. So let's save again. Whoa, his health went down and then back up. Okay, so let's leave back to the graveyard. And let's look at our map. So I think we need to come south. Whoa. Oh, that was nice, I guess. It was a healing trap. Okay, so there's some more zombies over here. Let's see if we can
no time for
sneak.
Around. We must act. You're not a threat. This fight won't be my last.
Okay, 5 damage. Let's move everyone up. Can you? Okay, yeah. Move everyone up. Okay. Now we can attack. Yeah, I'll have Thunder go way up.
Strike!
Ricart can shoot. Perfect. Oh, there's more? There's always way more zombies than I think there are. Let's Ray of Frost and move him. Let's give Ricart guidance. Ray of Frost, the one that took damage.
Are you still here?
Oh my.
You should have run! I'll gut you!
0 reduced. DR is so annoying sometimes. Let's see. I kind of got a bunch of people on me. Don't know if I should I guess I can hit all 3. I'll just leave him there. We'll shoot this one.
A mere flesh wound.
Oh, see, I thought she would get attack of opportunity, but I didn't see the little red lines. It's fine. And then he should probably... I always think that's Burning Hands, and it never is. I guess I could grease them. We'll see if that bites me. Like, you're not even in the grease. I don't understand.
It's you or me.
Good guys always win. Ha!
Okay. That's a little better.
This will hurt. Don't hold back.
Let's switch to his daggers.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Forgive me for this failure.
Oof. Heal him.
Forgive me for this failure.
Okay. 2 more. We'll see if Thunder makes it across the grease. Okay, good.
I got this.
Okay, a little bit more.
Strike.
Okay.
You should have run.
Oh, he's still there. Oops. Not anymore.
Do not hold back.
Okay, so why is Thunder? Oh, Thunder. Meatloaf, get out of the grease, buddy. It'll go away in a minute. Let's loot this. Okay, we found tools and a potion. Let's saddle up on Meatloaf. Okay, so let's tie this rope. Well, let's save first. I don't have a rope. Oh no. Let's just keep going this way, I guess. Not really. So there's some skeletons. There's a box over here. Nothing useful. Yeah, let's just fight them, I guess.
Please focus. I'll gut you.
Defeat is not an option.
Oh, there's a lot more. See, there's always so many more than I think there are. I will give Meatloaf guidance. Have her stand back. Uriel, I'm not gonna have run up yet. Do I have any potions? Yeah, I'll take a cure light wounds one. Okay. Sentry can Ray of Frost. Oh, we can disrupt undead on them. I'll do that next. Thunder I can have run up and attack though, and miss.
My mission has
Recart.
ended in failure.
What the heck? Okay. Disrupt undead. Dip back here. Let's attack this one, since he's all up in our business. Can heal Recart. Have Kiriel move up on this guy. Disrupt undead on him. Perfect. Thunder can go for one of the archers now. Our wizard can disrupt undead as well. Oh, Ricart's... Dang, he took a lot of damage.
Don't hold back.
Let's give Uriel guidance. Have him move up and attack. Sentry can disrupt undead. Okay, perfect. Let's save. Loot. Okay, so I think we need to regroup a little bit here. We have 9 charges on that.
These days. This spell works differently.
Okay, so I can only heal him, Thunder, and Meatloaf with that. Ricart should probably drink a big potion, unfortunately. And then he can drink the little one. I'm gonna save first.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds.
Good.
Our time has come.
Okay. That's manageable. So, I think we're gonna come up these stairs.
Oh, we're in for it now. See the fancy armor that corpse is wearing? That's a local celebrity. One of the great generals of yore. Something's telling me he didn't rise from the grave to give us a tour of his favorite taverns. Our goose is cooked.
How do we handle him? Any suggestions?
I swore an oath to protect my companions, so leave this to me. I do not know how to explain it. I just sense I will be able to overpower him with my magic. I am quite sure of it.
Gut instinct isn't gonna cut it. We need a plan that is clear and foolproof. And I just happen to have one.
So let's say, Ricart, explain your plan in more detail.
We will immobilize him, and then we'll swiftly finish him off. They left a winch with a loaded platform up there. Lead the cadaver straight under the load. I'll cut the ropes. The platform will crush him, and you will finish him off.
And then, Sendry, are you sure you can do it on your own?
What? Of course not. I'm going to need help. Listen, I will engage him on my own and freeze him. From the end of his hair to the tips of his toes. Yep. Don't you worry. I know what I'm doing. Well, almost. I've never frozen any fellow quite that big, but most of my enemies are larger than me, and so far I've always come out on top, that I have. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, I can do it. I'm sure I can. I feel it in my gut, you see. So once the dead man is frozen stiff, run up and lay into him with everything you've got. I swear on my collection of neckties, this is how victories are made.
Okay, so I know what we should do.
Then speak.
Ricart is tense and keeps glancing around. So, let's try Sentry's plan.
Good.
They don't know who they're dealing with.
Are you still here?
You really gave him no quarter. First you hit him like this, then like that. It's done. Rest in peace, you valiant carcass. That was awful. So yeah, basically Sentry's plan, I don't know if it's bugged right now or what, but when he would freeze him, he just kept attacking like normal. So that obviously was not going to fly. But now we can level. So I think we need to come over here. Oh yeah, Ricart, come down here. Okay. So, we leveled. Now we're gonna come over here.
Beautiful.
And we're gonna loot this. What's this? Or what's that? Hey lads, get here on the double. Someone's rummaging through our stuff.
I've survived.
I don't think it's yours, buddy. I think it belongs to the graveyard.
I got this.
I'll stop you.
Sentry, stop missing.
You're going down. I'll gut you.
Okay. Let's give Meatloaf fortune.
Do not hold back.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Hold on, just a little more.
What did you do that for? Oh my god.
Damn you!
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. The first time I did it, it was very bad. Because it triggered when everyone was like way far away, except one person. Let's put those bracers on. Oh, they're conflicting. So let's put them on her. I don't think that will interfere with her at all. Yeah, because everyone else either has armor or can't wear armor.
Let's see what we can do.
Alright. Let's investigate some of this stuff. Here lies Grimnir Ironhead, who gave his life for the Queen and Mendev, but promised to return in their true hour of need. Alright.
Is that a trap?
You're not half bad. It's done.
Sentry, what are you
I'll
doing over
protect
there?
you from all harm.
So there's a grave robber somewhere up here. I don't know that we need to fight her. Let's come back around over here and see. Oh. Well, more zombies.
Don't hold back!
Let's hit this one right in
you
front of
still
us,
here?
or the one behind them. Oh well. Disrupt undead.
You're going down.
Let's give guidance to Meatloaf.
Strike!
Wow, didn't help him at all.
Could this happen?
Oh my god. Guys,
Good guys always win.
Okay, let's go ahead and
What's
save.
going on here?
Let's loot. Guys. Save again. Okay, so we're at the mage's crypt. Let's see if there's anything around the
Here we go.
back. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go in. Save again. Oh, we should heal first. Has she healed herself with that yet today? She has not. And then, honestly, should probably use the wand. I'm gonna use it on Curiel, and then hope for the best for those two. But neither of them are on death's door, so should be okay. Master Wizard, I brought some of my friends. Do you mind if we borrow a certain something? He won't mind. He's dead. I mean, they might mind. Zombie Evoker.
I'm always ready.
This will be quick.
See if we can take him out pretty quick. Oh, he's got to have like one hit point left.
Strike!
Yes. Okay. Save. Okay. Let's... I saved, so it's okay. Ooh, some gold. A wand of acid arrow and another ring of protection. Ooh, a lot of gold. A book. The Legend of Magic Bones, Religious Beliefs of the Giants of Old Sarkoris. All the mages who ever lived acquired their arcane ability via the same means, by spending years poring over books and toiling in laboratories, studying the mysteries of creation alone, or with the help of diligent mentors. On the other hand, the origin of sorcerer's powers are beyond counting, from inheriting it from an extraplanar progenitor to acquiring it from a conjunction of celestial bodies. There is but one trait that they have in common. All sorcerers wield power that is utterly undeserved, not having stirred a finger to obtain the arcane might they possess. Of course, they take great pride in their ability, fancying it a gift from a higher power, perhaps even a sign of being some kind of chosen one. Such an attitude is especially prevalent among the barbaric cultures. Take giants, for example. Despite the massive weight of their colossal brains, these creatures despise learnedness and only respect innate magic, relying on superstitions to explain its origins. My attention was to draw one of the legends as told by the frost giants of Old Sarkoris, the ancient belief in the magic bones. It is impossible to recall it in detail because after the demonic invasion, the frost giant tribes were either exterminated or driven away by the ash giants, but one can still find the ruins of their temple and domiciles in the Worldwound. Judging by the remaining statues and bas-reliefs, these tribes believed a certain divine entity had been murdered or sacrificed. Its bones entered the mortal giants, granting them the power over ice and cold. According to legend, the bone exits the body of its former owner upon death and seeks a new host, transforming them into a sorcerer. Spellcasters assumed to be bearers of these bones often rose to prominence as chiefs, sometimes uniting a few families together into larger clans for more effective raiding. Cool. More loot. Scroll. Another book. On the basics of sin magic? The roots of sin magic are in the 7 virtues of rule laid down by Archmage Zin, sovereign of the Thelosian Empire. According to his teachings, the virtues, charity, generosity, humility, kindness, love, temperance, and zeal, were a gift from one of the supreme goddesses of the empire, Lysala. Only just and wise rulers would be deemed worthy of receiving these high rewards. A metamorphosis, however, turned the 7 virtues into 7 sins. In Thelosian, the 7 strongest mages, named Rune Lords, had been made governors of each part of the vast empire that had grown beyond one human's control. Emperor Zin reigned reign ended when he died at the hands of his own stewards. When the emperor deposed and a puppet installed as his replacement, the Rune Lords became true masters of their territories. Plotting against each other, warping Zin's testaments, the mages gradually perverted the 7 virtues while becoming manifestations of these corrupt aspects. Greed, lust, pride, gluttony, envy, wrath, and sloth set into the lands of Thelosian, plunging the empire into the depths of depravity and profligacy, causing it to crumble from the inside. And even though Earthfall brought about the end of the nation, it did not put an end to their Rune Lords' misdeeds, for each of them had foreseen the calamity and did all in their power to prevent their death in the disaster that destroyed Thelosian. Cool. They sound awful. And then the last book is Shadows of Absalom. Nuan Quant peeped through the slit in the window shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. Nuan had promised himself many centuries ago that he'd never have to deal with the halflings again. After the case of the Clockwork Head, even the bleaching is better than some adventures. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance, something wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sat at the next window with yarn and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes, they're second-hand. He is, but you're not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi looked, trying to make out something in faint light of the lantern above the door. Was he shackled? Rather than answering, the gnome stepped towards the door. We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his word, the guest faltered and collapsed onto the knees, and a head fell first on the doorstep. That sucks.
We'll win this.
Okay, now that we've looted... Whoa. Now that we've looted all that, let's save again before we interact with this. Crypt looks undisturbed. It would appear the mage wards keep the marauders at bay. Okay. Do I have the scroll that we needed? Remove disease. I think that's the one that we need. Okay. Oops. One day I'll push the right buttons. So... I think that's also the only where to go. Yeah. Okay, so we can go cure Brodie, I think. So I don't think we need to go up there and fight those people. There is a chest, though.
My skills are absolute.
Let's try it. Let's save. Let's try it. And then, if it's too hard, then we won't.
This will be quick.
There's 3 bandits. Let's give the paladin fortune. Ray of Frost, the grave robber, and miss. Shoot the grave robber. And miss. You only needed a 6, dude. Whoa. 40 damage is crazy.
Damn you!
Away, you brigand!
You should have run!
That was terrifying. Let's see if we can hit him still. Hey.
You're an obstacle.
Oh, can you not hit him laying down? That's weird. I will switch back. And I can't believe he survived those attacks of opportunity. Ooh, we gotta take out the Conjurer next. Summon monsters is a pain.
Are you still here?
Okay. So he's good. I'm gonna have Kiriel dip back a little. I'm gonna have him run up on the Conjurer. And then let's have her move up there. Recart. Shoot the Conjurer. Yeah, his AC has got to be pretty low since he's a caster. 1 reduced. Oh, he probably has good DR though, I guess. Weird.
Don't hold back!
Don't hold back.
You're going down! You're not a threat, you're an obstacle. Us. Yes.
That's so many dogs.
Good guys always win. Strike!
Strike!
Oh, got you!
Okay. That wasn't too bad. Ooh, and he had nice stuff. Ooh. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. Let's save. Okay. Newest to oldest. So we got another potion. We got a headband of alluring charisma. So let's put that on the paladin, because I don't think anyone else uses charisma. We got a tower shield. We got a ring of sharp strike. Whenever the wearer of this ring shoots an enemy engaged in melee combat and hits, they suffer a -1 on attack rolls. That's awesome. We're gonna put that on Recart. And then we have another ring of protection. Let's put that on Iriel. Sweet. Okay, awesome. Let's go back to the church. I think we should be good to just walk us there. I don't think anything. Yeah. I don't think anything will attack us. I think we've cleared the path. And so I think the only thing we really didn't do was that sorcerer. But I don't have any rope, and I really don't think we can do it without that. So, oh well. Won't be doing it then. Kiriel, are you not walking with them? Why? Oh, there were also those 3 bandits down that way that we didn't get, but again, I think they're just too hard, and I don't think the rewards are super worth it, so I'm not worried about it. Back to the church. Let's go try and cure Brodie. Everyone's walking so slow. Brodie. Oh yeah, I didn't talk to him. Okay, so use scroll of remove disease. Brodie, I found the scroll and I will save you. Warm light envelops Brodie. He cries out in surprise, then clutches his abdomen. Blessed Iomade. I could eat a whole crow. Or cow. That makes way more sense. Forget the cow. Even my mother-in-law's infernal seaweed pie will do. He grabs your hand and grips it tightly on the verge of tears. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I won't forget your kindness. Alright. We have cured the fever. So we have Day of Remembrance. We did that. I don't know why it's yellow. Oh, just because I haven't clicked on it yet, maybe. So the only other things we have are to reach the Defender's Heart, escape the graveyard, deliver the Town Hall report, and find the hospital. So I think we're ready to leave the graveyard. I saw the exit to it earlier on the map. Crypt. Yeah, leave the graveyard. So, I think we can leave. Okay. I guess we'll just leave then. I thought there was going to be more of a cutscene. Oh, and then we can pick up any loot that we might have missed. Whoa. Hello? What are those things? Okay, I guess that just meant that we left at a good time. Okay, overcoming one obstacle after another, the group of desperate survivors made their way through bleeding Kenabres. Sometimes Ricard or Sentry would notice a twisted, lopsided figure following at their heels. When light fell on the creature, it looked like a demon of ice and hoarfrost that quickly vanished as if it had never been there. The light soon began to dim as smoke filled the air. The road took them straight into the burning ruins of a quarter the vile demons had set ablaze. Hot, crackling air enveloped them. Fearing the dancing flames, the frost creature fled, but Sendri and Ricard kept looking out for it, not daring to pay attention to anything else. The group was surrounded by burning mansions and humbler homes with doors yawning open. The roar of the flames rose to a deafening crescendo, pierced by the desperate scream. Someone was trapped amidst the flames and was begging for help. After observing the burning ruins, the group decided to... Can I save? Not quite. So... let me see. Okay, so... we can look for a way to shield themselves from the fire, search the abandoned houses for anything that might help them, help the poor souls trapped in the inferno, or advance through the flames and try not to save the people perishing in the fire. So, let's look for a way to shield themselves from the fire, maybe? Let's have Brodie do it? Okay, he succeeded at a lore nature check. Brodie roamed the streets until he found a discarded leg of a rotten pork. The discovery cheered him up. The gravedigger cut out the fat, mixed it with a handful of ash, and smeared the hands and faces of his companions with the foul-smelling poultice. According to him, he used a similar ointment to avoid getting burns next to a funeral pyre. So now we're going to search the abandoned houses for anything that might help them. And we're going to have Inai do it. Why is Landgrat and Beemir barely alive? What happened? Inai vanished behind the curtain of smoke with an inscrutable expression on her face. She did not return until much later, carrying a broken doll as her only trophy. The healer clutched her meager treasure with determination that nobody dared to call her out over this lackluster result. The toy held some meaning that was both tragic and deeply personal. After observing the burning ruins, the group decided to help the poor souls. And we're going to have Frada do it. Frada bravely entered the fire, her strong, unyielding character carried towards her goal, and the acrid smoke was powerless to blind her unseeing eyes. Fearing nothing, she used her acute hearing to find the house where the victims were struggling behind a locked door. She bashed off the latch with a stone. She returned, accompanied by a weeping woman, clutching two little girls and looking at Frada as if she were an all-powerful goddess. The survivors of the fire thanked the group and vanished among the ruins. The miraculous rescue of the poor family seemed to have granted new strength and purpose to the escapees. It was a sign that they could change something and save someone, no matter how desperate the situation. The darkness of despair fled their hearts under the assault of scalding flames. Now we're going to advance through the flames. Thanks to the precautions they had taken, the group managed to traverse the ruins without succumbing to the agonizing heat and choking smoke. The fire was left behind, but the escapees entered what had once been the city's quarters, but was now reduced to a mess of rubble and timber. Demon Lord Dascari's scythe had split the ground wide open, bringing down buildings in some places and destabilizing the pavement in others. A single misstep could send a careless traveler tumbling to their death. There were demons here. As the party advanced, they found corpses of crusaders who had fought to hold the line until their final breath. The sound of slaughter were getting close, punctuated by screams and bloody squelches. Terror and the icy chill of the grave seemed to radiate from the open doorway of a nearby cellar. The way forward was uncertain. The way back was barred with rising flames. Landgrat lifted a violin from his pack tenderly, as if caressing his beloved, and sat on the stones. He meekly asked if anyone would like him to play him something. The survivors gladly accepted Landgrat's offer. Music flowed from under Landgrat's bow. It was an ode to the rose of the borderland. The profound melody rang with sadness for the dead world, but lamented the friends who were gone. But it also spoke of hope and resilience, courage in the face of danger, and a stubborn passion for life. While he played, the survivors seemed to stand a little straighter, and their eyes lit with defiance. This was not the end, not just yet. Anai sat down on a ruined wall to have a short rest, and shot a venomous look at her companions. She opened her mouth to blurt out something cynical and wicked, something that would lay a heavy burden on every survivor's heart, but the healer said nothing. Casting her eyes down, she took the broken doll out of her bag and started murmuring something to her under her breath. The survivors decided to... Let's send a scout to look through the ruins, and we're going to have Inai do it. She succeeded. So Inai traversed the dangerous ruins, following her intuition. From the house where she had helped a woman in labor 2 years before, to the house of an elderly veteran who needed ointments every few weeks, and from there on to the hovel where the children with measles lived, and then to the courtyard where the usual haunt of the local paupers who suffered aches and fever from the cold pavement stones. And so the wise woman crossed the treacherous quarter entirely unharmed, guided by the trail of her good deeds and the people she had healed. Now we're going to bury the fallen crusaders, and we're going to... Should I use the tools? Probably. The escapees turned out their packs and gathered their belongings into a pile, hoping they had something that would help to give the crusaders a proper burial. The burial was arranged by Bemir. The miller obviously knew little about religion or funeral rites, but he took his task seriously. After placing the bodies side by side, the big man piled stone after stone on top of them, saying, "Bear the weight, this should keep the ghouls away." Vermeer spotted a copper vessel among survivors' meager belongings. Not only did it happen to be full of oil, the tiny letters engraved on the surface spelled out a prayer to Iomade. The miller bent out the grade and read it word for word, immensely pleased with his discovery, for he was not a pious man and couldn't remember a single blessing. Next, we're going to explore the terrifying cellar. An icy wind blew open from the cellar, and one could almost hear voices within each susurration. Something terrible had happened in this place, and it did not take the escapees long to figure out what. Somebody had erected an altar inside the cellar, a 5-pointed star of cold stone stained with dried blood and decorated with black candles. The shrine belonged to the cultists of Baphomet, the despicable Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. When did they build it? How long had this fane been here, right under the Crusaders' not-so-watchful eyes? Somebody had to go in the cellar, so the survivors decided to send Brodie, who is healthy. Brodie muttered a prayer to the radiant Iomade and fearlessly walked into the cellar. It seemed that the demon's dark magic held no fear for this elderly man who stared death in the face every day. Frowning, he examined the stone altar, and with a single wipe of his shovel, he knocked over the black candles, bloody remains, and bones. He hit the stone with the shovel again and again until the black stars shattered under the gravedigger's stubborn assault. He collected the cultist's unholy relic into a bag, went outside, his eyes hard and resolute. Then the survivors decided to, I think, probably just move on. I don't think we need to make camp. Having discovered the safest route, the survivors moved through the ruins with confidence, avoiding treacherous stones underfoot and unsound walls looming overhead. These precautions helped them avoid many of the quarter's perils. At last, the perilous quarter where every step had threatened the escapees with death was left behind. But there were human voices ahead, quiet and wary, which meant they did not belong among the vile cultists. Had their journey at last come to an end? I don't know. Frada's a baller now. She got some confidence. She's killing it. Ricart, welcome to the rich quarter. Not too long ago, the guards here would have given riffraff like you and me the boot. With a grim chuckle, he looks at the destruction around you. Now they've got bigger problems. We can stroll down the boulevards, do some window shoppings, have some coffee, pretend we're the cream of the crop. Brada, we should be getting very close to town hall now. I absolutely must deliver my report. Inai, my hospital. It's right around the corner. Don't dawdle. Go and see if everyone's in one piece. Bemir, hey, he leans over to you in confidence and continues in a low voice. I've heard there's an Inquisitor's post around here somewhere. I don't rightly want to meet them. It's not like I'm guilty of anything. It's just, they're scary people. They start interrogating you, one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden they're stirring you up over a bonfire. If they show up, could you hide me from them? Please, it'd be much obliged. So, what can we get out of this quarter? What can we expect? It used to be very pretty in here, and fun too. Ladies with their gallant escorts, all kinds of shops, music. I mean, not so much anymore. Yep, they're playing a different sort of music here now. Can you hear it? The screams, the racket, the ringing. We're heading into the thick of the street fighting. If we're lucky, we'll meet friends. If not, we'll be between a rock and a hard place. How do we get out of here? Normally, I could find my way through here blindfolded, but now we'll have to improvise. The key is to keep our eyes peeled, stay away from demons, and avoid getting mixed up in fights if we can help it. This district looks chock full of walls and watchtowers and such. I've always wanted to see what's inside them. I swear on my broken glasses and the monocle I'm going to get someday to replace them, that now is the best time to take a peek. We'll say I see. Let's get going. Come on, there has to be a way out somewhere, and if there isn't, we'll make one ourselves. Okay, well, we finally escaped the graveyard, so I think that's where we're going to call it. So, yeah, next time we're going to continue through the Rich Quarter, see if we can get to a nice hospital and to Town Hall to deliver Frada's report. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.